This is Adria. I often forget to introduce myself. I'm here as a conscious channel for Angels Ariel and Raphael, and we'll see what their update is for today. And these are meant to be globally applicable, so humans on Earth, that's who the update is for. This is Angel Ariel. These times are mixed, yes? Some people want to say it is the lightest time, and some people want to say it is the darkest time. It really is up to you. It is like a mixed current. When you do those beautiful paper making with oils and paints where the colors stay separate and distinct and marble around, it's like that now. You really can pick and choose. There is weight and benefit to the density field for some moments you're in, and there's lightness and benefit to some of the integration on the spiritual planes right now and what is open and available. And you really get to pick. So it's not that, from angelic perspective, that humanity should choose one or the other for all of humankind. The fact that everything is available to all from angelic standpoint means it's a success. In other words, you can freely choose. And that's the whole point. Not what you choose, and not that you're forced to choose dark or you're forced to choose light, but that you can mix and match those pieces that feel accordant, not discordant, but accordant with your own soul and your values and where you want to be bright in this life. So just notice how much is available and around right now. There is an immense diversity of expression, and so you have free will to choose any part of that, and certainly you don't have to choose one type for all of your sleeping and waking vibratory state. Most of you aren't interested in being in meditation all of the time. Maybe you like to drive a car sometimes, or make love sometimes, or be in other playful expressions. And so there's nothing that we seek from you, the angelic, that you have to be so narrow that you're just looking at, oh, just be calm and bliss and don't do the other things that's, somehow less than. It's all part of the beautiful expression of humankind. So if you're worried about what other people are choosing, we would suggest you reframe to just ask yourself, do I have free choice to do what I want? And do they have free choice to do what they want? If so, great. If not, maybe some things need to change to make accordance for free will expression. My apologies if you can hear, that's my cat scratching on the chair. He's a little excited at the moment. This is Adria. Back to the angels. This is Angel Raphael. Yeah, so angelic knowledge about this time is not important, right? Many of you are seeking what is to happen to humankind. And we would say angelic or any other psychic interpretation of what is to happen is missing the boat. Right now, you're creating your all out of many different types, many different flavors. And as long as you have free will to do so, there's nothing wrong here. There's really nothing wrong here. And we would ask you, if you're feeling a compassionate heart on behalf of others that seem to be having a bad time right now, to do that short meditation. This is Adria. That's also up on YouTube. It's called Empowered Heart, 4.5-minute meditation from a couple days ago. This is Raphael. Yeah, so you choose. Now, one of the choices you may make here is to vibrate quite strongly your love or other expression of light outward to the planet, and or to be involved in societal change or declarations of peace or declarations of war, whatever it is. You can be part of all of that. the point from the angelic perspective is you choose. Don't let it be forced upon you. And one of the things, if you are overly fascinated by psychic future predictions, you are essentially giving your the wheel of the car to someone else to drive, because your belief systems kick into gear. Oh, that's what's going to happen. And then knowingly or unknowingly, you are consciously adding your energetic weight behind that outcome or that scenario. So please be very cautious about this. It's lovely to look at the undersides of things, the many layers of things, what's really going on here, where are the opportunities for growth. We're not saying not to be curious, not to be kind to one another, and not to be very, perhaps deeply introspective at this time, what's really going on, and to feel that for yourself in the energetic layers. And if you feel you don't have the sensitivity to see what's going on, yes, ask around. What are you seeing in this? What are you seeing? But the question could be, what do you see is happening right now? And then what do we choose to do about it? Not what will happen, so that I can get ready and be prepared. If it's a scary thing, I'll put up a bigger fence, right? That's already you're disempowered. You're responding, reacting to what someone else is allowing could take place in some future. But what do you want? And if you hear about some plan for something and you don't want it, energetically declare something different. And not just energetically, you can be out there, boots on the ground, clipboards in hand, or wave signs, or write letters, or do heart meditations, or decide, I don't want to focus on any of that, I'll be in the garden. Just know the important part here is that you are the one who is creating the future, not anyone else. And as soon as you become overly fascinated with predictive knowledge, you are essentially buying into that and creating it yourself. Wouldn't you rather have full agency to create whatever future you want? Maybe get a few ideas from other people, but really what you would create for a future is most likely going to be very different than anyone else out there who can predict something for you. And you may not know what future to predict for other parts of yourselves around the planet, humankind around the planet. But there are other people to envision those futures. You don't have to know the whole thing. Some of you are very globally minded, so go for it. Create that future. And some of you are very focused on family or work or love. Go for that. Focus on that future you're building, creating right now. So don't let anyone please take that from you, either by declaring government says you have this future, or by psychic saying this is the future for humankind, or this is what's going to happen with politics. Really? You are absolutely, each of you, just as potent and powerful as any psychic or spiritual leader or political leader out there. You just perhaps don't all of you empower yourselves to know that yet, but that's our viewpoint of you. So be the change agent just by declaring what your future is, even if your future doesn't really involve all of what's going on in politics or the wider world. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You're still empowered if you decide to change your future on your own and not wait for something bad to happen, or not overly prepare for a scenario you don't want, because then you're taking your energy away from the scenarios you do want. Now, we're not saying, go through life necessarily with one loincloth and nothing in the pantry. You can have ease and flow with your financial life, with your material possessions, your spiritual life. In other words, time to have spiritual life. You can account for that and have lots of things in the bank, the spiritual bank, the material bank. Why not? But that's different than feeling that I must do those things. I must prepare because some scary reality is out there. And now that I know what it is, I can be prepared for it. Did you agree to that scary reality? Because if you are preparing for it out of fear, you essentially have agreed that someone else is in control of your life and your story. Really take the moment to be empowered, joyfully so, with just declare what you want, or playfully write down, oh, here's my prediction for 2025. I get married, I buy a house, I have lovely clothes, I have some beautiful friendships, or for those of you who want to start a new career or write a new book, take that nature path walk you've been meaning to do. Why don't you write your own prediction for 2025? That's what we would suggest for each of you to do next. You decide. And today we won't take questions. On next month, likely we will on this update. This is Adria, and also you can ask questions either in the comments of this later when the video is up, and I think you can add to the comments on live, and if not, any of the Ask a Question videos. The angels are answering several of these a week, so if you have questions you think would apply to other people, we can make short videos about that. And thank you all so much I'm very excited. This is Adria to create the future. It's a beautiful reminder. So please join me in that. Let's have the better world we want right now. So much love to each of you.